Hello children, welcome back. I'm your Padmini ma'am and today I'm going to teach you a new lesson from your grammar book, Grammar Treasure Book 1. And you know what the lesson is called? The lesson is called Have, Has. So we are going to learn how to use have and has in sentences. So shall we start children? Now let's read some grammar points before we look at some examples. Have and has are used to show that something belongs to someone. Something belongs to someone. For example, I have a pen. So it belongs to me. The pen belongs to me. He has a book. So the book belongs to him, isn't it? So when we have something, when something belongs to us, or when we own something or possess something, we use have and has. Now let's read some examples. Look at the pictures and read the sentences. Anu has a doll. Now, can you see the girl with the doll? Yes. So, she has a doll means the doll belongs to her. Now, look at the second picture. The boy has a kite. Tom has a kite. So, it is in his hands. So, it belongs to him. Now, the third one. The children have pencils. They have pencils in their hands. So, the pencils belong to them. It is theirs. So, the children have pencils. A scooter has two wheels. Can you see the two wheels? So, a scooter has two wheels. A clock has two hands. Can you see the two hands? They are not like our hands. A clock has two hands that rotate inside. They show you the time. So has two hands. We have a pet dog. So here they have a car. You have a long nose. Look at this boy's nose. It's a long nose. You have a long nose. And I have two eyes. Right? So in some sentences, we use have. In some sentences, we use has. And you must understand where we use have and where we use has. We use have with I, we, you, they. Now repeat after me. I, we, you, and they. We use have. He, she, and it. We use has. Did you understand, children? Now let's look at the grammar point. Has is used with one person, animal, place, or thing, and with he, she, and it. Have is used with more than one person, animal, place, or thing, and with I, we, you, and they. So with singular, we use has. With plural, we use have. With the pronouns I, we, you, they, we use have. With the pronouns he, she, it, we use has. Now let's look at the first exercise and try and see if we can do the exercise. Get ready, children. Let's start. Pick the right word. I dash two brothers. I dash two brothers. With I, we, you, and they, we use have. Now the second one. She dash brown hair. He, she, it, we use has. So she has brown hair. Now the third one. Manik dash many friends. Now Manik is singular. It's only one boy. So we use has. Manik has many friends. You have to tick has. You have to tick the correct answer. Fourth one, a bicycle dash two wheels. Now bicycle is singular. So you tick has. A bicycle has two wheels. Now fifth one, we dash a red car. I, we, you, they. We use have. So tick have. We have a red car. Now the sixth one, a week dash 7 days. We talking about only 1 week. So singular. So we use has. A week has 7 days. All of you will tick has. Now the seventh one, the book dash many pictures. Now, book is singular or plural? It's only one book, so it is singular. So the book has many pictures. For singular, we use has. Now, the eighth one, Mary dash a pet cat. Now, Mary is the name of one girl. It's singular. So, Mary has a pet cat. For singular, we use has. Now, the ninth one, I dash 10 fingers and 10 toes. Now, look at I. For I, we, you, and they, we use have. So, the answer is have, tick have. And the 10th one and the last one in this exercise, trees dash leaves. Now, trees is plural because you're talking about all the trees. Trees have leaves because for plural we use have. Now, let's look at the second exercise. Change has to have and complete the sentences. The first one is done for you. A cow has two horns. Only one cow, so has two horns. Now, in the second sentence, which is plural, cows have two horns. That means for singular we use has, for plural we use have. Let's look at the second one. A bird has two wings. Now, birds, will you say birds has? No. We say birds have two wings. Three, a monkey has a long tail. We are talking about one monkey. So we use has. Now answer, monkeys have long tails. Now the next one, a house has a roof. We are talking only about one house. Now when it comes to houses, houses have roofs. Now fifth one, an insect has six legs. Insects have six legs. I'm sure now you understand. When it's plural, we use have. When it's singular, we use has. An elephant has a trunk. Now, what is the answer? Elephants have trunks. What is a trunk? Trunk is the nose of an elephant. And an elephant has a long trunk. I don't know whether you have seen an elephant or seen a picture of an elephant. You see that the nose is very long. Now, elephants have trunks. Now, I'm sure you have understood how to do this. Now, let's look at the next exercise. Fill in the blanks with have or has. Remember the rules to fill in either have or has, but remember the rules before you do that. This is our school. You can see the picture of the school. This is our school. It dash many classrooms. He, she, it. We use has. It has many classrooms. The classrooms dash doors and windows. Classrooms is singular or plural? It is plural. So classrooms have. For plural we use have. The classrooms have doors and windows. We dash desks and benches too. I, we, you, they. We use have. We have desks and benches too. The teachers dash a staff room. Teachers is plural, so we use have. Our school dash a library. Our school is singular, so you must use has. The library dash many books. Library is also singular, so you use has. Our school dash a big playground too. Our school is singular because we are talking only about one school. Our school has a big playground too. I love my school and I'm sure you all love your school too. Now let's look at the next exercise, the fourth exercise. Who has got what? Complete the sentences with have and has. Now observe this table. Can you see the table? Now what does Kiran have? Kiran has only bat and ball. He doesn't have a doll. He doesn't have a toy car. He doesn't have a book. Amin also has only bat and ball. And he has a bat and ball and a book. Rohan has only a toy car. And what does Meeta have? Meeta has a doll and a book. So you have observed the table now? Now we have to answer some questions. Kiran and Amin have a bat and ball. Rohan has a toy car. Rohan is singular, so you must say has. Rohan has a toy car. And has Mita has a doll and a book. Mita has a doll and a book. And what about Amin and Mita? Amin and Mita have books. Both of them have books. So did you understand, children? Now the fifth exercise is for you to do. What are the things you have? I'm sure you have lots of toys, books, and you have many other things at home. So what are the things that belong to you? So for example, I have a bat and a ball. So you can write, I have a bag, I have books, I have dolls, I have toys. So what toys do you have? So write about all that in these 4 lines. Now let's go to the next interesting exercise called skill focus reading. Ready, children? You have to listen to me very carefully. Then you'll have to fill in the blanks after reading the passage very, very carefully. Read the passage. A peacock is a bird. Can you see the peacock in the picture? This is a peacock. It has a colorful tail called a train. The feathers on the tail have eye-like spots in purple, red, and green. So can you see some eye-like spots in colors? They are the feathers on the tail. A peacock also has a crest on its head. Look at the crest. Can you see something on the head? That's called a crest. The crest has shining blue feathers. So did you like the passage on peacocks? Peacock is a very beautiful bird. If you ever get a chance, go to the zoo and you can see the peacock. Now let's complete the following after reading this passage. A peacock is a bird, B-I-R-D. All you have to write is B-I-R-D, bird. The tail of the peacock is called a train. Train, T-R-A-I-N. Third one, the peacock has a dash on its head. What does it have on its head? It has a crest. C-R-E-S-T. The feathers on the dash have eye-like spots. The feathers on the tail, T-A-I-L, tail. And the fifth one, the crest has shining dash feathers. What color feathers? Yeah, it's blue, B-L-U-E, blue. Now, did you understand, children? Now, let's go to the next exercise. This exercise is called skill focus writing. Now, first you have to read some sentences and then make your own sentences, which is very interesting. Read the following sentences. We have a big house. The house has many rooms. It has a garden too. The garden has many plants and the plants have beautiful flowers. The house has a garage. We keep our car in the garage. Now, can you see this picture? You can see the picture of a boy with his house. He's sitting in the garden, enjoying himself in the garden. So, we have a big house. The house has many rooms. It has a garden too. The garden has many plants and the plants have beautiful flowers. Can you see the flowers in the picture? Yes. Now, a house has a garage. We keep our car in the garage. So, garage is the place where you keep your vehicles. Now, write similar sentences about your house. You have read about this boy's house. Now, you are going to write about your house, similar sentences about your house in these lines. Can you do that? I'm sure you can. Once I leave, you have to finish this exercise, right? Now, let's go to the last exercise in this lesson. It's called skill focus speaking. Now, why do you have to learn this? You have to learn this speaking exercise because we want you to speak. You have to get good at speaking. You have to get better and better at speaking. So you practice these conversations and you'll get better and better at speaking correctly also. So practice this conversation with your partner. Do you have a red pen? No, I don't have a red pen. I think Ritu has a red pen. Ritu, do you have a red pen? Yes, I have a red pen. Can I use it? Sure, here it is. Now, in this conversation, we have used Do you have? Do. Don't have. Has. Have. All these things have been used. So you practice more. When you practice more, you understand it better. You use have and has more and more. You use it more and more, and you understand it better, and you know how to use it in daily conversation. So go back to the lesson, my dear children, read the lesson again. And if you have not finished some exercise, finish it completely. Finish the reading exercise, especially, and practice the conversation. Learn have and has very thoroughly. And I will meet you very soon. Until then, this is your Padmini ma'am saying goodbye.